What we'll do, we'll show everyone a map. I'm then going to ask you to find various places on that map.
Yes.
OK? Let's have a look at your map. Well, there you go. A map of Asia. First thing I want you to find is this, please. The location of the 1975 boxing match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. Everybody is locked in. Samira, we will start with you. Did you know what the answer was?
Yes.
What did you think the answer was?
The Thriller in Manila.
So Manila. And where have you put Manila? OK. So where you are. John. Agree, disagree?
I've gone very, very close to that.
You think it was Manila as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty close as well. Angela, did you think it was Manila?
Yeah, but I went on the mainland.
OK. Let's see where Angela is. Interesting. And Dom, did you think it was Manila?
Yeah, I knew it was Manila, but I just don't know where Manila is within the Philippines.
OK, let's see where Dom is. And we've pretty much got the Philippines covered there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Listen, we're on two different countries there, one of which is the Philippines, one of which is Vietnam. I don't want to give away anything.
I'm in Vietnam.
Possibly.
Yeah.
The answer is Manila, of course, the thriller in Manila, as you said, Samira. Where is Manila, though, and who is closest?
Oh, the top.
That is Dom. Well played, Dom, right at the top there. Nicely played. The next place I'd like you to find, please, is the birthplace of the author Rudyard Kipling. Everybody is in. John, we will start with you. What did you think the answer was?
I thought it was in India. I'm not particularly good on the location of places in India, so I sort of just went equidistant.
OK, right in the middle. You are in India. That's the good news, if that's the correct answer. Angela, what did you think the answer was?
I think I know he was born in India, but I've put him in one of the capitals down on the coast.
Lovely. That's Angela. Dom, what did you think the answer was?
I think I've screwed up, because I knew he was about India, but I had a feeling it was a trick and he was born in Burma, but I think George Orwell I'm confusing with, so I put him in Burma.
Let's take a look at where Dom is. You're actually still in India there.
Well, that's good news, then.
Yes, that is good news, isn't it?
I'm sort of hedging my bets. So.
Yeah. And Samira, what did you think the answer?
Well, I think I overthought this because he was born in British India, and I thought that might be Lahore, which is now in Pakistan.
Interesting.
So I put it in Pakistan.
Nice move.
Wow.
Well,
Incredible.
Wow.
I'll tell you where he was born. He's born in Mumbai. Mumbai as was, and that is...
That's John.
John gets the point. Yeah, just stick it in the middle. Final question in this round. Find me this, please. The busiest train station in the world in terms of people passing through it every day.
Right.
Everybody is in. Angela, what were you thinking here?
I'm guessing it's China.
There's a couple of options, aren't there? And that's definitely one of them.
I'm guessing that it was because I know that Beijing, their train station, has millions of people passing through it. So I've pumped for
the
east coast of China.
There you go. Dom, what are you thinking?
Japan, to me, is like the obvious one. It's the one where you always see everyone pressed together. I've been there. I don't know if they've quite got enough people, but it's certainly unbelievably busy. So I've gone Tokyo.
You've gone in Tokyo, OK. There's Dom. Samira, what were you thinking?
I had exactly the same processes as Don, but I ended up with Beijing as well, or my approximation at it.
Right, let's see where Samira is. And John, what did you think?
I also felt it would be Beijing, but I'm now aware of the fact I have no idea where Beijing is, so I've gone...
But you've gone in the middle of China. Let me
I'd probably be right, though, won't you?
Well,
in the middle.
if it's anywhere in India, I've won.
Let's see where John is. So you're just on the Bhutan border there, John. So let's take a look. What is the busiest train station in the world? Shinjuku in Tokyo.
Thank you.
Your map today is the United States of America. And this is the first thing I'd like you to find, please. The site of the 1969 Woodstock Music Festival. Vic, we'll start with you. Did you have an idea what the answer was?
No.
You had no idea at all?
No, I just assumed it was West Coast rather than East Coast, even though in the pictures it's hot.
That would be West Coast, wouldn't it, if it was hot?
I meant East Coast rather than West Coast.
There you go. I'm really bad with East and West.
I went East Coast rather than
So you've
West
gone East Coast. Let's take a look at where Vic is. OK, there you go. Very much on the East Coast. In Virginia there.
It's not there.
Well, we'll find out, I guess. Gethin, what did you think the answer was?
For some reason, I wanted to say Nashville, and I thought, no. And then I went sort of New York, where I feel most things happen if you don't know where they happen in America.
OK. So you've gone, let's see where...
I've tried to, but I think I
is.
might be slightly out, which is a bit embarrassing because I've got a geography degree.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
North Carolina. Nikki, what were you thinking the answer was?
I've gone for the East Coast as well, but now I'm thinking Wyoming. But no, I went East Coast.
Maryland, you are there.
Oh.
And Tim, do you know the answer?
I don't know the answer, but I certainly didn't follow those three.
We've got difference of opinion.
I think I'm just about still on the screen, over on the left somewhere.
California, right at the top of California. So who is closest? Well, I tell you that Woodstock Music Festival was in upstate New York, Gethin. You're quite right about that. But where is upstate New York, and who has got the point? Nikki is closest. Nikki takes the point there. Very well done.
Luck.
Find me this, please. The main setting of the TV series Frasier. Tim looks more confident on this one.
Well, you know when you know the name of somewhere,
Yes.
but you still don't know where it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's the lovely thing about this round, is you can be half right and still so wrong.
Yeah.
Gethin, you look like you were on the horns of a dilemma there. What was your
I changed
dilemma?
my mind. I thought it was Chicago, but now I've tried to go to Seattle.
OK, Washington State, you're in there. Nikki, what did you think the answer was?
I thought it was Seattle, but I haven't quite probably hit the mark.
Let's take a look at where Nikki is. Same state? Yeah. Tim, what did you think the answer was? I
too thought it was Seattle.
OK.
But you'll have a see here.
Let's take a little look at
Seattle knowledge.
At where Tim is. Lovely, right in the middle of Nevada.
Even the crew gently scoffing.
Vic, what did you think the answer was?
Wasn't sure if it was maybe... I mean, it's probably Seattle from what everyone else is saying. I thought maybe it was like Cincinnati or Chicago, but then I realised I didn't really know where they were either.
So you're sort of Pennsylvania-Ohio border.
Yeah, I'm around there.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Well, listen, the answer was Seattle.
Oh, yay.
OK, that's what it is, so that's nicely done. But where is Seattle and who is closest? Oh, it's Nikki again, and you're bang on as well. I mean, last question in this round. Can you find me this, please? The city nicknamed the Windy City. Nikki, 2 points in a row on this round. What did you think the answer was?
I'm thinking it's Chicago.
I thought it was Chicago.
But where Chicago is...
Well, let's find out. Where's Nikki put Chicago?
Yeah.
Up there, up the top there. Tim, what did you think the answer was?
Well, I felt very, very sure it was Chicago, having no idea whatsoever where Chicago was.
Let's see where Tim is. That is Ohio. Vic, where did you think?
Well, I thought it was Chicago as well, but again, I don't really know where it is, but I thought it was around that lake. So I put it here.
Gethin, with your geography degree, what did you think the answer was?
Did I mention that I've got a geography degree?
You did, yeah.
Oh, good. I'm really pleased, just before I give you my answer.
Yes.
I thought it was Chicago.
Yeah.
And I've gone with there.
Oh,
so all in the same sort of place. Good news if the answer is Chicago. The city nicknamed the Windy City is actually Guffsville, North Dakota.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is
No, it's not.
it?
It's Chicago.
Oh.
It's Chicago.
I believed you then.
Guffsville.
Guffsville, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone knows that is in Texas.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly. So, Chicago is the correct answer. One of you is in the correct state for Chicago. I'll say that.
I think it's...
But who is it? What do you think at home? Where is Chicago? We've all heard of it, but where is it and who has won the point?
Oh.
Ooh.
Wow.
So the point goes to the only person in Illinois, Gethin Jones. Well done.
Hey, well done.
Oh, you saved yourself at the last minute there, Gethin. Nicely played, our geographer. Yeah, Chicago is in Illinois, and that's where Illinois is, it turns out. We will show you a map on your tablets, and this is today's map. And it's a map of Asia. What I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you just have to point on your map to where the answer is. And the person who's nearest gets themselves a point. Here's the first thing we want you to locate. The Bird's Nest Stadium. Where on that map is the Bird's Nest Stadium? Do you know where that is? And then do you know where that is? Everyone in? OK, the Bird's Nest Stadium. Rose, we start with you. Did you know the answer to this question?
No.
Not a clue?
No, not a clue.
What tactics have you
I've
used?
just chosen a place and a country, which I don't even know what Asian country it is.
Great. Let's see where Rose is. Indonesia. Hey, but if it's in Indonesia, you're laughing.
Classic Bird's Nest Stadium in Indonesia.
Of course.
Iconic.
Rav, what did you think the answer was?
I thought it was in Beijing, the home of the 2008 Olympics.
And so where have you placed Beijing? Let's take a look. Oh, you're in China. That's for sure. Valerie, what was your thinking?
I was slightly further north.
Did you think it was China?
And I thought it was China as well.
Let's take a look, shall we?
A little bit further up, I think, than that. Maybe I was just creeping into Russia.
No, that's still very much China. Gary, did you know the answer?
I had no idea at all, so I took a wild guess. Plonked it right over there.
You're in the UAE there.
Yeah. So
that makes sense. They've got big buildings and stuff like that.
Kind of. That was my logic, but it's...
Well, the Bird's Nest Stadium, Rav, you're absolutely right. That was the Olympic Stadium in Beijing. So it wasn't in Indonesia. It's not in the UAE. It is in China. Rav and Valerie, let's see who is closest. Where is Beijing on that map?
Ooh,
Valerie with the point. Closest. Very well done. There's Beijing. Point to Valerie. Let's take a look at the next thing we want you to find. The setting for the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical, The King and I.
I know that.
King and I.
I've been there.
Have you?
Don't tell us where it is, Valerie, but were you speaking Chinese?
OK, we're all locked in. Rav, did you know the answer to this?
No, not a clue.
So what was your tactic?
I thought it's probably not going to be China again, so pick another big country that I can see, so I went for India.
There you go. Yeah. Valerie, I'm going to leave you to the end, because I think you know the answer to this. Gary, what did you think the answer was?
I think it was set in Siam, which is now called Thailand.
Let's see where Gary has gone.
I was kind of trying to remember from playing Risk many years ago, where you had Australia as your continent, and then you kind of put your armies somewhere. I think it's kind of that area, but I'm not exactly sure which of those.
Okie dokie. Rose, did you know the answer to this?
Yeah, and I've been to Thailand, and I got it still wrong.
Let's see where Rose has gone. OK.
I'm still wrong.
And Valerie, where have you put Thailand? It is Thailand.
As far as I remember, it was an island.
OK, let's see where Valerie's gone. Okay. So the answer is Thailand. I can tell you someone there is in India. That's no surprise. That's Rav. Someone there, Rose, is in the Philippines. Gary and Valerie, one of you is in Vietnam, and one of you is in Thailand.
Wow.
So where is Thailand, and who has got the point? Gary Delaney. Very nicely played.
Playing Risk has served me well.
Amazing.
Final question in this round. I wonder if you can find me this, please. The island of Bali. Ooh. The island of Bali. I'd have a rough guess at where I think it might be, but... OK. Everyone is locked in. Val, let's see where you've put Bali. What was your thinking?
It's Indonesia.
That's pretty much where I would have put it, somewhere in the middle of sort of around there. Gary, what have you done?
I figured it was in the ocean, and that was about as far as I got. So I've gone for there.
They both look pretty convincing. Rose, where have you put Bali?
I chucked it around about that area, in the middle, actually, between you two.
OK. Convincing. Rav, where have you gone with Bali?
I've gone for the same area as well.
Valerie and Rav right next to each other, which is nice. Listen, it's going to be close, we know that. So where is Bali and who has won themselves the point? Could be a crucial point on the day's show.
Oh.
Rose. Well done, Rose. Very well played. Tablets away, please, everybody. This is today's map. It's Australasia, a little bit of the bottom of Asia as well. I wonder if you can find for me the following on your map. We are looking for the city named after the author of On the Origin of Species. Where is that, please? What do you think at home? Do you know the answer to that one? Then do you know where that place is? Point to your screens now. Everybody is locked in. Scarlett, we will start with you. Did you know what the answer was?
No.
OK, let's see where you are.
Just thought I'd go on the coast.
Go on the coast. Lovely.
Yeah.
Rick, did you know the answer?
Darwin.
Darwin. And where did you think Darwin was?
To be honest, I think it's on the coast of Australia. Exactly. Okay. Pretty much where...
So on the north coast of Australia?
Yeah.
Wow, how about that?
I think
weird
so.
how minds work. Naga.
I knew it was Darwin. I had no idea, so I just put it in the middle right bit.
David, did you know it was Darwin?
Yeah, I think it's to the right of where the other two coasties were.
Interesting.
Darwin is the correct answer. But where is Darwin and who has won the point? Rick has won the point there. Very well done. I wonder if you can find this, please, on your map. The Marlborough wine region. Where would you find the Marlborough wine region? Oh, that sounds like a nice place to go on holiday. OK, everyone is in. Rick, do you know the Marlborough wine region?
No.
Any idea where it might be?
Absolutely nothing.
OK, let's see where you've gone, Rick. Sort of middle of Australia, middle bottom of Australia. Naga, what was your thinking?
Well, I think it's a New Zealand wine.
Ah, OK.
And I've picked the wrong chunk.
OK,
so I've
let's see
gone
where
in
you've
completely
gone.
the wrong place. Yeah.
That's Papua New Guinea you're in there.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah. David.
I knew where the South Island of New Zealand was. So I just popped my X in the middle of that, really.
Yeah. There's David. And Scarlett, what was your thinking?
I just sort of kept across where it was on the screen.
OK, there we go. Let's see where that was.
Yeah.
OK, excellent. David and Naga, you're absolutely right. It's in New Zealand. I mean, listen, there's not a huge amount of tension here because I've already told you you're in Papua New Guinea. Naga, that's bad quiz show hosting from me. I should have said, but is that New Zealand?
I think we knew it was.
Let's see how close David O'Doherty is. I mean, pretty much bang on. Very nice answer, David. Well done. Final one in this round. We're looking for this, please. The territory of Christmas Island.
Horrible.
Yeah.
It's where Santa spends the summer.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, from the North Pole.
Yeah, because you get a bit of a tan.
Yeah.
Listen, at home, if you know where Christmas Island is, that's impressive. If you don't, like I'm assuming none of us do, join in the fun. Naga, where have you put Christmas
I just
Island?
picked an island near
Lovely.
Australia.
We've all picked an island.
Yeah.
Let's see which one Naga has picked. David.
I picked an island kind of on, on its own.
Lovely. Scarlett, what are you saying?
Well, Christmas is like a communicative time, so I chose an island that was near other islands.
Yeah, of course.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's lovely. And Rick?
Yeah, I mean, similar kind of thing. Absolutely no idea. I don't want to say too much, do you, and humiliate yourself more, but I think
Go on.
that Naga's on Tanzania. But then
You
I could
genuinely
I
have humiliated yourself more there.
No, I don't mean that. I mean Tasmania, don't I?
Let's see where Rick has gone. OK, I can tell you someone is on Tasmania, someone is on Fiji, someone's on Vanuatu, and someone's on the Solomon Islands. But one of those has got to be closest to the Christmas Island, right?
Yeah.
Where are you pointing to at home? Point at the screen now. Let's find out where Christmas Island is and who has won the point.
Oh, my days.
Shall I tell you who's closest? They just worked it out. Naga is closest on that one. Look at, if you look at the... Wow.
Pure
That
ineptitude.
Wow.
We were all close, weren't we?
This is today's map. We've shown you a map of America. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You need to find the answers on the map, please. Here is your first one. We are looking for the steps that Sylvester Stallone famously ran up in the 1976 film Rocky. So where is that answer? What do you think at home? Point at the screen if you know the answer to this one. Nina, we'll start with you. Before we see where you've put your cross, did you know the answer to this?
It's a really odd one. I thought it was somewhere in New York.
Let's see where Nina has placed her mark. OK, up in sort of New Hampshire kind of area. Yeah. Lovely, it's lovely around there. Yeah. I mean, it's not New York, but it is lovely.
Bit flat. Not many steps.
Not many steps. Johnny, did you know the answer to this one?
I guess Washington. I guessed it would be Washington.
Let's see where you put...
and then I have to guess where Washington was. Yes. I said about there.
OK. Yeah, it's kind of Virginia. That's roughly where Washington is. It's not in any state at all. Susie, did you know the answer to this?
No.
No, OK. Where have you put your mark?
There.
OK. That's kind of Pennsylvania.
Well, I was thinking more New York-y
I'll tell you what, for three people who have no idea of the answer, you're remarkably close to each other. Danny, do you know the answer to this one?
It's east or getting in there, and I was thinking, is it Chicago or Detroit or somewhere like that? And
OK.
I've kind of... Well, here's where I've gone.
In Ohio, you've gone there. Yeah. Now, listen, we've mentioned a lot of places, apart from the place where it actually is.
It's not the steps that Laurel and Hardy push the piano up, is it?
You're absolutely right. It is not those steps. It's in Philadelphia.
That's in LA. All right.
Philadelphia Museum of Art. Who has won the point? Who's closest? Susie is closest. Very well done. You're in the right space.
Bit of guesswork happening.
Very nicely done. So here's your next one. Please find the following on the map. Where is the Hoover Dam? Where's the Hoover Dam?
Oh, I could be miles out.
I mean, again, it's one of the ones you've heard of, but where is it? What do you think at home? Where's the Hoover Dam? Johnny, we will start with you. Where roughly do you think...
Well, the Hoover Dam had to be where there's a pretty hefty river, and there's the Missouri and the Mississippi, which run roughly down the middle. But then I thought, well, hang on, there's the Grand Canyon, and is it sort of that neck of the woods? And so I went there.
Iowa, you've gone. The famous Iowa River. Susie, did you have a rough clue as to where the Hoover Dam was?
No, I didn't, Richard.
But it worked for you last time, didn't it? With
a bit of guesswork. So I went sort of quite near Johnny, but where it looks like there's water.
That's Illinois, you are, not a million miles from Chicago, that sort of area. Danny, do you know the answer to this?
I'm ashamed to say I don't know it. So I thought what I'll do is be tactical and go sort of to try and cover half the country. So I'm bragging. I've gone for California.
All right, you're taking the whole of the West Coast and California there. Nina, any clues? Have you been?
I did this. And went with my instinct and just wherever the pen landed. So.
Gotcha. Where has Nina gone? That's up in sort of Montana. Yeah. That's a nice, lovely part of the world. Now, the Hoover Dam, it's on the Colorado River, so you're right with the Grand Canyon.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Near Boulder City, Nevada. So who is nearest? What do you think at home, wherever you put it? Here's where the Hoover Dam is.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's right down there.
Danny, well done. The tactic paid off beautifully. Yeah, people go and visit it. If you go to Vegas or something, you can go to the Hoover Dam. It's kind of, it's just that neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Here's your last one in this round. Now, we're looking for the city that Gene Pitney was 24 hours from in the title of his 1963 UK Top 10 single.
Come on, Johnny.
Well, I know the song.
You know the song?
I do.
Well, that's
we know the song.
Right, time to close my eyes again.
I know the name of the place, but where on earth is that? Do you know the song, Susie?
Yes.
Yeah. Danny, you know the song?
I think I do.
The song, Susie, is called...
24 Hours from Georgia.
Oh, it's not.
24 hours from...
Tulsa?
Tulsa. So let's have a little look where you've gone, Susie. Texas. But maybe that's near Tulsa. So, Danny, you knew it was Tulsa. Do you know where Tulsa is?
In my head, it's like Oklahoma, but I think it's kind of Midwest. It's part of that kind of vibe. But then I don't know where that is. Yeah. So I've gone up.
Let's see where you've gone. Colorado, you're in. So close to the Hoover Dam there.
Yeah.
You're quite right. It is Oklahoma, though. That is the right answer. So you knew the state, but you didn't know where the state was. Nina, you didn't know anything.
No, but I went for Oklahoma.
Let's have a little look where Nina has gone.
I thought I'd cover the odds and go bang in the middle.
Kansas. You're in Kansas.
Kansas.
That's OK. That sounds like it's near Oklahoma.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Johnny. Johnny, you knew it was Tulsa?
I knew it was Tulsa. I thought it was a bit further west.
Let's see where Johnny has gone.
Yeah, I was going to put it on that dividing line.
Yeah, you're in New Mexico there, but right at the top of New Mexico.
Yeah.
So listen, it's Tulsa, 24 hours from Tulsa. It is Oklahoma. So let's see, where is Tulsa and who has won the point? That is Nina has won the point.
I tell you, the odds are there. If you just close your eyes and do that.
That was quite something. Here's today's map, a map of Europe. Here's the first thing I need you to mark on your map. The volcano which erupted in 79 AD, burying the cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum. Where was that volcano? So do you know what it was? And if you do you know where? Is everyone locked in? Yep. We will start with Kate. What country were you thinking?
Italy.
Italy. And where have you gone? Let's see where Kate has put her mark. Down at the bottom of Italy there. Ivo, do you know the volcano?
I believe it was Mount Vesuvius.
Yes.
But I don't know where it is in Italy. I've gone Italy as well.
It's in Italy. You've gone Italy as well?
I just went halfway up.
There you are. Andy, where did you think this was?
Italy.
Excellent. We're all in Italy. Where in Italy have you gone?
Sort of about near where Ivo is, actually. In the middle there somewhere. I mean, I have no idea where it was in Italy, so I just stuck it in the middle.
A little bit further up. We're absolutely covering Italy. No Italy left. Phil, have you gone Italy?
Bay of Naples, isn't it? Vesuvius,
Oh, so it's down
where
the bottom.
Pompeii was. So it's in the middle on the, about two-thirds of the way down on the west coast.
There he is, down there. Now, I mean, listen, it is in Italy. Normally we do this round, people are all over the place.
Yes.
Like hundreds of thousands of miles away. I think you're all pretty close. It is Vesuvius. That is in Italy. It is in the Bay of Naples. So the big question now is, where is the Bay of Naples?
Yes.
And who is closest? Well, shall we take a little look at where Vesuvius is? I mean, I'm going to give every single person a point for that, I think, because everyone's so close. So a point to everybody there. Very well done. Well done if you got that at home as well. Let's take a look at your next question. Interesting. The birthplace of Mother Teresa. What do you think at home? Don't forget to put your finger on the TV screen. Point to where you think it is. Where's Mother Teresa born? It's a tricky one, isn't it?
It's yeah. I'm not confident, but I know rough area, so let's just pick
It's one of those ones you feel like you should know, isn't it?
Yeah.
I must know where Mother Teresa was born.
You know.
Ivo, we will start with you. So 2 questions. Firstly, in your head, where do you think Mother Teresa was born?
I just don't know, and I've gone, but I think it's somewhere Mediterranean.
Okay.
So I've gone with Greece.
Let's take a look. Yeah, so in Greece. Andy, in your head, where was Mother Teresa born?
I thought Greece at one point, and then I thought, no, maybe she was German or something. And then I realised I didn't know where either of those were.
So you thought, let's say she's English.
So I just went like that and pulled it down a bit.
OK, she went like that and pulled it down a bit. Let's see where Andy has gone.
Where is that?
So you are sort of...
Germany.
Yeah, Germany.
It is Germany?
Yeah.
Wowza.
Mutter Teresa.
Yeah, Mutter Teresa. Lovely.
Mutti.
Phil, you thought you might have an inkling.
I think she's Bulgarian.
And then the big question is...
Yeah.
Where's Bulgaria?
And then, of course, and of course, I believe I've now gone for Belarus or somewhere, I don't know.
That's Romania.
Romania.
So that's pretty...
Actually,
yeah.
Might accidentally be right there.
Yeah. Kate, what did you think the answer was?
Well, I thought she was Polish.
I had an inkling she was Polish, but I don't know if that's right.
No, I don't know whether it's right. And now, looking at the map up there, I'm thinking that where I put Poland is not right either.
OK, let's see where...
So, altogether, disaster.
Belarus.
Oh, OK.
So we've got Germany, we've got Belarus, we've got Romania...
And Greece.
And we've got Greece. Now, I'll tell you where she was born. North Macedonia.
Oh.
Was she?
Now, my understanding is that's not a million miles from Greece, but also not a million miles from...
Oh, it's exciting.
From Romania.
From Romania. Let's see, where was Mother Teresa born? Where's North Macedonia?
Oh, yeah.
Ivo. I'm going to give that to you.
Very
Just
good.
north of Greece. Well done.
Hi, Ivo.
Here is your last one in this round. Here's what we're looking for now. The place from which Christopher Columbus set sail for the New World in August 1492. Huh. I mean, I have an inkling, Phil, you'll tell me if I'm wrong here, that it was coastal.
Oh, you don't mean his house to get to the boat?
Exactly, yeah, where to do it. Andy, just waiting for...
OK, I'm
you
just
in?
doing that.
Lovely. Andy, we will start with you. What did you think the answer was?
Was it Spain?
So you thought Spain?
I thought Spain, and then I thought, but then I got very confused, and I've gone over here, which I think is France.
Let's take a look at where
I think
Andy
I've gone to France.
Spain.
I got confused.
I mean, if he set sail from France, you are laughing. Phil, in your brain, where did he set sail from?
1492. I don't know what Spain's relationship with Portugal was like. Either at war, having recently conquered, or, maybe they had some sort of treaty with the Portuguese.
So you thought Portugal?
I thought maybe Portugal.
I thought it was either Spain or Portugal.
Yeah.
I think I'd have gone
for
Portugal.
I popped it halfway up Portugal, not too far.
I'll just pop this halfway up Portugal for you. You're like a delivery guy. I'm sorry you're out. I popped your parcel halfway up Portugal.
Not too far from Faro,
Let's have a look at Phil's dot. There he is, Portugal. Kate, what do you think the answer was?
I've put him kind of Malaga direction, but southern Spain.
Let's see where Kate has gone. Lovely, kind of Malaga-esque. And Ivo, what were you thinking the answer was?
I'll come clean. Thought he was British. So...
Really?
Yes.
Columbus?
Yes.
Really? One of the Woking Columbuses.
So anyway, but then I thought maybe he's European, so I just popped him in the channel just to hedge my bet.
Shall we take a little look? He set sail from Palos de la Frontera in Spain. But I would still say it could still be between Kate and Phil, depending on where that is. Let's take a look. Where is Palos de la Frontera? Oh, it's exactly on where Kate Humble was. Kate Humble wins a point. Very well played.